Other song is by Macklemore, and this song's called Drug Dealer. And if you have not heard it, I absolutely recommend you check it out. The hook is beautiful. The hook is very it's impactful because it says my drug dealer was a doctor. Doctor tried to got the plug from big pharma, and it's interesting because if you look at the video, you can see Macklemore, who struggled with his own addictions. He's suffering. He's got in the hook, it's got the video swimming in the medication, and he's sweating. He's in his shower. He's naked, and so it's just really insightful. And these are the people who we're trying to help. We're trying to get people off medication, but we're working to keep them from ever getting on them in the first place by offering them better solutions, by looking for the underlying cause before the cause shows up. So when I talk in our presentations, one of the things you want to start your workshops off with, especially if you're talking about functional medicine, is you want to let people know that these drugs are not safe. They're touted as the only method for recovery or symptom management, and these drugs are very expensive. Pharmaceutical companies are making far more money than they ever have. I mean, a recent study that was released in The Lancet showed that 95% of the world's population has at least one health condition that they're concerned with. And of that 95%, a third of those have more than 5 conditions. So right now we have more opportunities than we ever have to transform health. So those are a couple of the rap songs that really got me inspired about just getting my book published, getting a new message out there, having health transformation be kind of the theme for East West Health, and hopefully you're using that as a theme in your clinic. The other one is a song, of course, Kanye West is going to come up, but The Life of Pablo. I mean, talk about an inspiring album. The whole thing is just great. I mean, there's so much content that was written, ideas that came up about the flow of the seminars and format while listening to that album. But Life of Pablo, the thing I love about it is he is his own biggest fan. I mean, Kanye West, as insane as he may be, we found out he's on Lexapro in that album and a lot of other things. But I like the line where he said, "This generation's closest thing to Einstein. Don't worry about me, I'm fine." And so the thing I like about him is he's got confidence in himself. And sometimes I know that we lack that. We have a difficult time expressing the art and creating our own kind of individuality because we want to be like everybody else, and that's what we're trained, and we think, oh, legally I have to do things exactly the way they did, and then we find out, well, maybe that's just weird, maybe it's an idea. And with things being disrupted as quickly as they are, we have to be unique in our process. And if you look at the life of Pablo, Pablo Picasso was an incredible artist, and he was putting together masterpieces. And I want us to look at our wellness programs and the services that we deliver as masterpieces. So you can create masterpieces on your social media, masterpieces in your blogs, your website, whatever that may be, but put soul back into your work and make your work your art again, and then you'll never get burned out by it. You'll love interacting with patients. You'll love interacting with your team, and that's the song, The Life of Pablo. So go listen to Macklemore, Drug Dealer, pause this, and then listen to The Life of Pablo. And you'll see, I mean, they're just some pretty inspiring things. Next song I want to talk about is a song by Frank Ocean. And Frank Ocean, his new album was incredible, released in 2016, but it's a song called Pink and White. So push pause on this and go listen to Pink and White, because if I think about what Pink and White did for me, is it just helped me create a more lightness around my work, a more friendly atmosphere, but it also helped me see like some massive changes that can happen in the sales process. And this is where I started getting the idea of warming people up more before we jump into anything financial, getting through all the barriers, overcoming everything, and then suddenly going back to, so how do you like your job? Or, are you going to go skiing? And then just put the real life human being back into the room, so that your sales process doesn't become robotic. And then also putting that in your marketing so that, putting some soul back into your marketing, where it's light, it's fun, it's creative, but it's to the point where people really, they show up and they're ready to go. So started writing new marketing copy that way. Started approaching my sales processes in a much better way. We've now started throwing up, making sure we have bigger numbers before we jump into the smaller numbers. That's made a huge shift in our overall conversions. And then really just looking at the possibilities of services that we can offer. So looking at patients who you have great relationships with, how many of those patients could benefit from stem cell therapy, for example? I mean, I'm looking at that. I'm looking at how many practitioners are there that are struggling in their business that I could easily take them into East West Health. They would have a place to work. I would have a great team member, and then they bring with them their whole family, their whole crew of patients who've been with them. They don't want to do business. They don't like that part of it. I like it. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur at heart, and I love creating value, and I see that it would create much more value for their patient base. So Pink and White and the whole Frank Ocean album gave me some great ideas of creating a whole new genre in medicine and creating a whole new opportunity. That's where the Colby profile has been incredibly helpful. If you haven't done that, you need to send that to me. Also in just creating more books, more content. So as you know, I published 2 books this year. Hopefully I've got 6 more coming next year. The third one's almost done, so we're right on track. But okay, go listen to Frank Ocean, Pink and final song is by Drake. Of course, Drake had #1 hit this year. His album crushed it. Adele was the only musician to outsell him in records. And the song that I'm referring to is I'm Too Good to You. And this is a song that's just like, I mean, it's a fun song. It's light. It's impactful. But this song, it helped remind me when I have events. And you know how you have some of those people who are just skeptics, they're freeloaders. They're the people that come in and you're like, man, you're homeless. But this is a song, I'm Too Good to You, so it reminds me to just be light about it, just not worry when people are, in there freeloading or whatever their intentions are. It's okay. It's a service. Marketing and promotion is a service, and sales is a service. It's creating possibilities for people's lives. And I'm shocked at how that song, that energy just changed the way I was doing things. So hope this has been fun for you. I can't wait for 2017 to hear your wins, to see all of the success. We've got our LA event coming up. January 20th is the structural alignment acupuncture. The 21st is our functional medicine boot camp. 22nd is the healthcare entrepreneurs. So remember, we've got action-packed stuff. We're going to be putting your staff in one area, and they're going to be getting trained on marketing, report of findings, sales, office processes. The other area, we're going to have people learning functional medicine, so bring your practitioners, bring your whole team. Sunday is going to be role play, hands-on, definite deep level training. The next event after that is going to be in Brooklyn, February 3rd and 4th. So get out to Brooklyn, all you people who are the East Coast. And then our other event in February, which is going to rock, is going to be February 18th, and that is our report of findings. And this is a report of findings mastery. We're going to do everything sales. You're going to be locked in a room for 8 hours and just learn all these super cool techniques, super cool strategies. So if you're not registered for that, get registered. You missed the big deadline for the discount, but you can still get registered. We can't wait to have you there. So love you guys. Can't wait to see you soon, and Happy New Year.